This is the Ciarfox. Welcome to my stream. Sorry, I'm checking a few things. So I'm gonna torture myself tonight with, I have got a few quests on some of the... Okay, I've tried to get all, how can I put it this way? I've gotten a few of the characters up. No classes. No characters. Can't you tell why I need a distraction? My mind's not completely here. Yes, absolutely. Just a sick cat that's beside me right now. So yeah, I need a distraction. Just hoping we don't have to take him to the vet. Okay, let's see. Gladiator, go! Oh, and I managed to finish all the, at least level 3 ones for all the classes. Hunting logs, that's how I leveled them up. So, to some degree. Because, nobody was trying to do the, Palace of the Dead, my luck. Alright, Gladiator is Uda. You know the gladiators have their own teleportation thing. Yay for remembering! And the other thing, well, actually thinking on it, it might be faster, and I know that this is kind of me putting it off towards the end, which I shouldn't really do, is see if, on high has enough people right now. Since it's night, and more people are on after work at night. At least in the English-speaking areas. I don't know. And if worse comes to worse, I can just jump into one of the things to say, hey, I want to join. And get set up for an instance. More than 30 minutes, okay. That answers that. Unless... we might have to wait till, like, weekends to do this. Still more than 30 minutes, okay. We'll keep checking back every once in a while on that. Probably next time around on a Friday or whatever. On Friday. Doing it the first of the stream. Right, back to Uda. But I'll keep checking back also during the stream. Just to see. Wait. Be a good girl. Come over here. Turn that off. Gladiators. I have a different one, but... Is this what I designed or decided? So far. Ishnai, I'm glad you're here! One of our members has been attacked and gravely wounded. I need you to go and help him. I suspect this is the work of more bounty hunters. It may even be a trap to lure more of us into the open. Nevertheless, we cannot ignore our comrade's plight. Last, he contacted us by Pearl Link. He said he was trying to seek shelter at the Coffer and Coffin. Take this potion and search for him near there. No. But yeah, let's see how insane I drive myself with this. Adolphons? Huh, that's an odd name. Watch somebody who has actually named that come after me on that one? No. Help me, I can't feel my potent potion. Approximately 14 times more effective than a normal potion. Thank you, sister. It all happened so fast, over by the tracks to the north. I don't know who attacked me, nor why they left me alive, but I dare say the answer is out there. Surely someone saw something. I don't remember anything myself, but I'm sure someone nearby saw something. Could you speak with the local residents and see what they know? The place I was attacked might be worth to look at. Round off. The fellow outside? Aye, I saw him stumble in when I left the bar to take a piss. He was all alone, I recall. You say he's wounded? I thought he was just drunk. But he wasn't coming in from the... If he wanders in from a different direction than the tavern, I think that he's hurt. Suspicious characters? Now you mention it, I did see a strange fellow wearing a garish purple robe. Me? At first I thought he was talking to himself, but I realized he had a pearl link. I heard him say something about Wrong Man and the Silver Bazaar. Does that help? Thank you, sweetie. Absolutely. Hun. Ring. What level is this one? 20. Ha! So 2. Cough, purple robe? Huh, that sounds familiar. I will not show you what I've decided to, you know, my, Thaumaturge outfit is then. Oh, it's not a robe now, think about it. It was him, I swear. Did you find anything else? Scorpion ring. Picked this up by the tracks, eh? Might have belonged to the bastard. Can't say I've seen it myself, the likes before. Might be as Wymon could tell you more. You know him. Yes, I do. He knows everything. He's the bespectacled bloke who's always lounging around Emerald Avenue in the city. Of course, he being a businessman. Yeah, businessman. And the business he works with is gossip. Probably asked for compensation in exchange. Show that ring to Wymon. He'll know what it's all about. Yeah, but Wymon also has to worry about me whether I'm gonna murder him or not if he doesn't tell me without having me do stuff. Though, I mean, the obvious response to what he's gonna do when he sees that it's the scorpion thing is, just by going by story standards, is he's gonna say, oh no, I don't want to get involved with this, I won't tell you, and then I have to do something to force him to tell me. I had this worked out, can't you tell? Well, if it isn't Ishnai, everyone's favorite venturer. Sure. I heard you threw your lot in with the gladiators. A questionable decision, given the events of recent days, but to each his own. To what do I owe the pleasure? Hi, Lone Wolf, how are you? Oh wait, did you put that away before someone sees it? Where in the Seven Hills did you get one of those rings? What, you don't recognize the sigil? God's damn fool. Before you go stumbling around in the brush, you should at least know what kind of venomous bastards will be lurking within. Scorpions? It's been a long time since Uda has seen a criminal organization rise from obscurity to notoriety as quickly as the Alcrians. Word is they got connections to the Blast Blades Syndicate and God knows who else. Isn't that also involved with one of the other classes? Class quests? You didn't hear that from me. I want no part of whatever mess you and your mates have gotten yourself into, understand? Ha! I was correct on what his response would be, to some degree. We don't want anything to do with you. I'm also going to pay attention to the duty. After this, I'm going to run do the scholar one, so that if I see any of the duty finders again that have leveling for healing. No, Ishnai, I was wondering when you might return. What news do you bring of our injured comrade? He's attacked by a member of the Alcarin. The Alcarin? I find it hard to believe, but no matter. One of our comrades returned from Stone's Throw moments ago. A gang of bandits said to be headed for the Silver Bazaar. They're after a man with an enormous bounty on his head. The people living there are in grave danger. In their frenzy to find their quarry, the bandits won't scruple to destroy property and harm civilians. And the few brass blades stationed there will powerless to stop him. We must stop them, Ishnai. We'll protect the Silver Bazaar and avenge our injured guildmate, all in one fell swoop. A bit melodramatic, if you ask me. Aldous? I think I had a name for him. My mind hasn't even bothered to try and remember a stupid name. Again. I'm running through. I had a thought, and now I forgot how to say the name and what I'm gonna name him. Sorry. And Antico Montoya? Antico Montoya? I guess I'm gonna get that joke right now, I'll forget. Couldn't stand idly by while you charge in the battle and risk enemy against the enemy you know nothing about. Myla. A responsible guildmaster would never risk the lives of our charges like that. Who are you to lecture me about responsibility? Malia, listen to me. This is the Alcaran you're dealing with. So, whatever notoriety they may have achieved means nothing to me. We'll cut them down like the common bandits they are. It's not that simple. More importantly, it's not your fight. What are you saying? They want me, Milia. I've been fending off assassination attempts ever since I returned to Thanalan. Just stay here and let me handle this. It'll be over soon, I promise. Just stay here while you go off on your own? Is that it? It's been 7 years since I let you leave. Montoya. 7 years. Do you have any idea? Any idea all that you put me through? Malia. I don't want to hear it, you selfish bastard! Do you even care about the people who suffered because of you? Just get out. We don't need your help. We'll settle this ourselves. Malia, wait. There's something you need to know. Enough! Get out! Get out! Alright, alright. Save that some for the Alcaran. Yeah, famous last words, yeah. But try not to let Ishnai here come to harm while you're at it. I know this is a lower level quest kind of thing, but bitch, bring it. What are you waiting for? You have your orders. Go now. What's fairly intense? Anger? Yes. Anger tends to be very intense. I have to... Steps involved. Woo! Hey, at least it'll be entertaining if it's intense. I picked the wrong one. No. Ah. Fuck it. Some of the other ones kind of have been, the lower level ones are kind of like, okay, sure, whatever. Yay! Fate complete that I had nothing the fuck to do with! I'm so good! There you are, Ishnai. Everyone's in position. Are you prepared? Maybe. Oh right, I changed around things. conjurers are, yes, they are, but I mean, I know about taking out the healers first. Shush. Next! Oh, that was it? Rejoice, gladiators, for the day is ours! And then, arrow, arrow, arrow. Not to the knee, though, please. You know, my purple robes are prettier than your purple robes. In fact, yours look kind of shitty. And lazy. And are you trying to look menacingly? But why would you be? Leave them to us, unbloodied gladiator. First sword. No, stop! Hot? Such brittle blades, so easily broken. Perhaps the first sword is made of stronger steel. Leave her, Xana. Our business here is over. What have you done, Leovold? First sword, we must withdraw. The wounded need tending. Let them take them back to the guild. What are we doing? What are we doing? Yeah, I'm gonna real quickly after this quest go and get the scholar one done, and then jump back here. Give me a moment, Ishnai. I need to think. I wanted to spare you this, my Leah. I begged you not to go. You knew this, Montego? That Leovold had once fought side by side in the Colosseum. I mean, I figured the swords were similar. The twin swords of the Nathal, they called us. Never lost a match, honored by the Bull of Alamigo himself. I mean, I beat the Bull of Alamigo. I mean, he lost an arm before, you know, I beat him, but I mean, it's something. But then that was then, this is now. When I learned of Leovold single-handedly transformed the Alcaran from a gang of common thieves to the most feared criminal organization in Thanalan, I knew I had to return. It seems like a lifetime ago that the three of us used to train together in this hall. So, what trope joke can I use? Because I'm already using Riku on the punchy one. I'll figure it out. Or I won't. Leovold I knew would never stoop this low. He was a good man, strong and true. What would drive him to do this? When I find him, I'll be sure to ask. Unfortunately, he seems determined to kill me for my curiosity. What aren't you telling me, Montego? I'm not clever enough to keep secrets, my dear. I'm a simple man, only capable of doing what's right in front of me. Is that so? I'll find him, my Leah. Mila. Blech. Like I said, I'm gonna real quickly do the scholar one. Should have started with that one. So, like I said, if in Duty Finder, if leveling needs a healer, I can jump in with the scholar. Oh, do you want to hear a hilarious storyline? Actually, why don't I, after I do the scholar, just go to the Marauder thing? Blow money I don't have. I know that feeling. There's so many like indie games that I've been looking forward to and stuff, but I know I don't have the money for. At least until the check comes in. And even then, it's gonna be, I'm gonna have to rearrange stuff. And the sale's probably gonna be over by then. Ah, Ishnai, I hope you might come along. Deciphering the treaties has proven more difficult than anticipated, but nevertheless made progress. It contains a wealth of military knowledge, much of which details the role of scholars in Nimian units. Have they called you back on when you're gonna start working? Oh, I have my Steam closed right now to make sure this stream works well with this game. But Vox has been really talking about like the Cold Steel stuff series, and a few others that are in that series about getting. But there's other ones too. They would employ their magics to heal the wounds and enhance their abilities of their allies. Moreover, they often served in leadership roles as they were highly trained tacticians. But how swiftly the remembrance of all things is buried in the gulf of eternity. Minimum time. Okay. The treatises indicate that Nimian scholars wielded far more diverse repertoire of spells than you currently possess. Precisely why you lack these spells, I cannot say. However, the fault might lie with your fairy. One could surmise that the knowledge contained within the soul of the scholar is essentially hers. Therefore, if she cannot remember the ancient magics, it would suggest that... a thought occurs to me. If that indeed is the case, that the fairy has, having been sealed for 1500 years, has yet to fully regain her senses, mayhap visiting a familiar location would hasten the process. And I can think of no more familiar place than the city of Nim, rather what remains of it, in outer La Nocia. On a journey to the floaty city of Nim, something might rekindle the memories of your fairy, assuming her memories are incomplete, that is. Though she does possess memories, like you and I. Until recently, I had no idea fairies even exist. It may be ages before I gain an understanding of these otherworldly activities. I mean, entities, excuse me. I know that there's Fae in, Shadowbringers. Are they the same? Are they called across from a different world? I don't... I'm spitballing here. It's just something that occurred to me. Yeah, they might actually answer it somewhere along the way in Shadowbringers. I just never came across the answer at the time. So, we'll see, because I'm doing a lot of more the side and story stuff. And not spacebarring. Oh, what I was about to say before, you want to know something funny? And the fact that this showed up on a Kotaku article about how people are confused and not understanding the Final Fantasy XIV new expansion lore because they aren't actually reading it. The fairy strains to remember, which is just because the voice lines aren't voiced and the flavor text between things. That's the reason why I run around and talk to everybody after every time to see if there's something different. I think if you don't understand something when it comes to that, it's kind of your thing. Especially since they offer every opportunity to go back over it, especially with New Game Plus. And I spoke that during a ad break because I'm smart. But yeah, the fact that people aren't understanding the new expansion pack thing, storyline, because they are only really paying attention to the voice cutscenes. It's just, oi. Marauders Guild. Welcome back, Ishnai. I gather the experiment was met with success. I mean, things are still alive. Then this strongly suggests that each fairy has a distinct individual within her own with her own thoughts, feelings, and memories. Well, I must redouble my efforts to translate the remaining text. At this rate, your discoveries will be threatened to overshadow mine. Not to bemoan your accomplishments, but I have yet to decipher any equally amazing stratagems. Soon enough, though. Soon enough. Parted sucker. Okay. Oh, wow. Uh... Um... Okay, we're on to the Marauder one. Petty. Yeah. Ishnai, our near disastrous encounter with the pack that follows Puja has been preying on my mind. The overwhelming number of beasts was beyond aught I had imagined. I was doing fine! Even the most dedicated marauder could not have hoped to carve through that snarling wall of flesh. I was doing fine! Also, yes, I've been dedicated at being a marauder. If we cannot dispatch the pack, then Kuja remains beyond our reach. Thus I have prepared for you a trial that shall unleash your deepest reservoirs of destructive strength. Whoa! As before, Sobek awaits you at Bismarck to guide you on your path. Do not squander this opportunity for growth, Ishnai. The pride of the guild itself rides on the keen edge of your axe. Why, though? Why? By the way, did you hear about the kick streamer who just got arrested for pointing a gun at somebody on stream after harassing them, and they kind of talk back? You have a word from my brother? Ha, pride of the guild, eh? My brother's placed quite a burden on your shoulder, it seems. I know, right? Save me! But from what I have witnessed, any marauder has the skill and determination to put Kuja down, then it's you. No pressure, though. If there is, of course, the matter of Sighard's vengeance, you don't want to disappoint the poor boy, do you? Now, do you? Well, disappointment is a part of life. It's easier if he learns it now rather than later. Let us speak about this trial, Ishnai. I shall meet you on the salt strand in Lower La Nosa, where your training is to take place. Well, naturally I will be there. Without me, you're likely to tend to your wounds and bleed to death. I am healer! Sorry, checking something. Running, running, running. Let's keep on this murder. Giddy up. Well, this should be the place. I don't see. Do you see? Oh, do you sense that encroaching aura of violence, Ishnai? Pray, unlimber that axe of yours. But I am the violence. I am the violence. Hi, Salty Nuts, how are you? Oh, you're right. It seems that was the last of them. Compared to what we faced before, it wasn't terribly. Oh look! So this is the indomitable Ishnai Ciarfox. Oh, that sucks. Who in the Seven Hills are you? Wait, is that? It's not Tuxedo Mask. We have deemed you worthy of our challenge! Come, Marauder, let's test the age of your steel. Oh, brother. Is it the knight who says knee? Because those don't do shit. Are we the Knights of Beauty? Do I get to make that reference from... Okay, Pack? But these aren't very beauty. Someone familiar. Really, Guildmaster? Really? I just entered the Temple of the Fierce or something. But I'm going back through right now and I've done some leveling in a bunch of the other classes, so I'm going back through and doing the class quests right now. Seems my underlings have proved you with poor sport. Very well, I shall take your measure with the mind that. You know, maybe you should like try harder on not showing me who you are. Do not think to show me quarter, Ishnai, for I shall show you none. Also, please, why the fuck you say the indomitable? I know I'm saying it wrong. Spins. I yield. Your strength has humbled us all. It might be just enough. Does that mean I get your job? Because I don't want your job. We are not done. We are done here, my colleagues. Drag away those who cannot stand. Your display of prowess is truly impressive, Ishnai. Worthy, indeed. I don't want your guild spot. I mean, guildmaster spot. What a ridiculous charade. Does he honestly think we don't see through those paltry disguises? Though I am confident my brother's act was not born of malice. Rather, he hoped concealing his identity that the trial would be more threatening, thus increasing its effectiveness. Who says that I'm not mad about him putting all this weight on me that doesn't make me mad enough to hit him as hard as possible? Say. You think that I'm not angry at him just for the idea of this much pressure. Not entirely successful undertaking, but must appreciate his intention. It's time you return to the guild. Oh, and as a favor, pray indulge him in his little deception. Subterfuge was not Marauders' forte. I've noticed. And no, I'm not gonna humor him. If he felt like, you know, deciding to make me the guild's, you know, last best hope for peace or whatever. Ishnai, I've heard you skirmish in the salt sands. You did well to topple opponents with such formidable skill. Oh, you're not even going to let me say anything? But let us not dwell on the nature of those masked men. Yes. You could have at least changed armor. What is important is your triumph in the face of overwhelming odds. Your fellow Marauders are honored to have you swing your axe in the guild's name. They stand behind you, one and all, as you prepare to overcome your greatest trial yet. We the Musketeers now? The time has come for you to bring Kujo's bloody rampage to an end. When he next rears his horrible horned head, you shall be ready to bury your blade in his skull. Alright. What else is I guess summoner? I haven't leveled up the dancer enough for anything here. There's a few things I need to do as a fisher. Why am I running away this way when I need to go down to the Fisherman's Guild if I'm gonna do that? But more or less it's to unlock the ocean fishing so I can totally not get the versatile lure thing. So I don't have to worry about that kind of other stuff when I'm just leveling. But I need to run use the restroom suddenly. I will be right back. Backpack. Let's see. Fish and all the sea. Yep. The versatile lore. Dude. His name's Dude. No, actually, his name is Fishy Lore. Well, if it ain't Ishnai, you may have just taken up your rod. I'm level 33. I just haven't come back here. But anyone can see you got a keen eye of a fisherman, and I reckon you're looking to make a keener eye keener still. Yeah, that's, the other reason is to get the, universal lore thing, that's the reason why I'm here. In case I want to, do something slower like, diadem versus ocean fishing, which is instance. Well, both of them are instance, but yeah. Looking to make bigger fish, more exotic locales. We have all that. All. That's all we seek, ain't it? Just so happens, let me tell you about to find them. You'll see the Fisherman's Guild has just constructed a vast boat equipped for voyages and on the high sea. Is there a, Okay, speaking as a horrifying RuneScape player, is this like the fishing trawler? Because I never tried this before. As far as I know, Captain is still looking for a band of fishermen adventurous enough to brave the deepest fishing holes of them all. Think you got stones for it? I'm glad he'll take you on. $24 man. Okay. All the way over there, gonna just go. Cool. But, is everybody together working together for a, you know, payout at the end, or is it to each their own? So, okay. Because with the trawler, the better loot would be is if, everybody, you know, kept the boat going and not sinking and trawling. And God, I'm telling how old I am by saying that I play RuneScape. I mean, but I played it back before it was, like... Yeah, I know they have classic RuneScape out there now, but I played the RuneScape that was originally not the classic RuneScape. The Flash version of it. God, I'm fucking old. Back when they had sleep. You had to sleep every once in a while. After you unlock scripts. Okay. So we might try that out on stream. Another daring soul, come join our crew, eh? Then me be the first to welcome you to the Endeavor. Now this ain't your regular fishing boat. We sail it where we please, holding only course the wind provides us. Plenty of interest. Okay. That's the only way we see it, the unseen, and know the unknown. Captain, if I may, the Endeavor is the guild's only ship of this magnitude, and if we you say sail only where the sea pleases to take us, we may never return to this port. The guild may not look favorably upon us. Such liberal use of property, and lots of bait. Well, if I get the universal lure, does that matter? Because that's the... My apologies for foregoing an introduction. I am... Dry. Sent from the Fisherman's Guild to oversee this venture. Why am I here when this ship has a captain, you ask? Well, as you may already know, the members of our trade, Master Waluigi, and Captain included, seem to have difficulties managing time. What's that? I suppose the concept becomes something of an afterthought when one becomes so focused on the surface water. I don't know, I am autistic and ADHD, so I become too focused on too many things all the time. So I totally don't understand where they're coming from. Regardless, I am here to ensure that the ship adheres to its schedule, both by managing its financing and ensuring new crew members aboard smoothly. The Endeavor shall embark upon any number of predetermined routes. Each must have their port this port is their final destination. Rest assured, if you fail to join one voyage, the ship will return before long. The route we travel will be determined by our departure time, and you may speak with me if you wish to know the route before boarding. Pray bear in mind we must keep to a strict schedule. We cannot take on more crew members after we've begun boarding, and there are no exceptions to this rule, even for captains. Which leaves the question of, has the ship left without its captain before? I hear you. When we board the ship is when we get exciting part. Fishing. Here, take these lures. They are certain to attract something worth displaying on your wall, or at least worth eating. Should be enough to last for one voyage at least. If you're looking for other types of bait, you can buy it here on the docks or the ship. Try and switch it up now and then, because if you only use the same bait, you're only going to keep catching the same fish. And that ain't why we do this, is it? 2 hours real life. How long is the ship? The whatchamacallit? The trip. One last thing. Dry here is to change, be in charge of particulars on land. Once we're on the ship, it's my word you're hid. So as long as we fishing here or we're sailing there, 20 or 30 minutes. As long as we're clear on that, I believe there's bounties fish for all. Okay. That endeavor aboard. Can they be used? Do lures be used up, or can you always keep? Will they always exist, or every once in a while they break, kind of thing? A 15-minute intervals occurring every 2 hours. Viewing schedule. So next one's at 11. So we have a tiny bit of time. Probably have to clear up my inventory if I'm going to. Just to be safe. Take like 10. Alright, well I do need to take some things out anyways, and I do have until, it's not till 11, which is the next hour coming up, so. And I've been meaning to get rid of some of this stuff anyways, putting it in my inventory. Whatever words I was trying to say. Wait, why am I keeping that? I am keeping that for other things. The Spirit Bond one. Some of these I need to sell. I don't know what to do with that. I need to look up on that one. For something else. Thinking. Alright. Let's at least get the Yes! I repeat, English is my first language! God forbid. Princess and the Fish. What's that in your eye, Ishnai? I know that glimmer. It's the eye of the fisher. Ha ha. What? Not Eye of the Tiger? Har har har. The... one second. I didn't mean to hit that. Keep that spark alive. You want to end up like Waluigi over there. Not that I'm worried about you. Yes, I can see it. There's a fire inside you, burning for fish. More fish, bigger fish. It's time to feed that fire. Today's that day. The day you catch your real big one. I've probably caught something bigger than that before. No one ever forgets their first. Go forth to the banks of the Nim in the middle of Lost. You'll find the Princess Trout. Take the princess and return her your triumph. Her Royal Highness is drawn by crayfish balls. I mean, I think I already accidentally got that. That's what she said. I know, right? The Allegan Aetherstone footgear. I got that when I was desynthesizing something. And also, I accidentally caught this fish looking for something else, so... I think I did. I don't remember. Or did I buy it? Depends on your perspective. You've either rescued or abducted the princess. Finding coils. So that's the level 50 raid things? A prim and proper princess she is. We'll ready her as a royal roast. Fit feast for a king. You're feeding the king his daughter? The king can keep his fancy feast. Any fisherman worth her salt prefers her trout prepared simply. That's said like a surly, salty-mouthed sea hag. Hand her over here and heed how the cultured classes cook. A fine day it will be when I take culture classes from you. Besides, I didn't send Ishnai out to that river to fetch a fish for you. I sent her out to fetch a fish for me. Ahem. For my lesson, that is. Of course, that was the purpose of the expedition. Anyways, you should have learned catching a proper fish requires perseverance, plain and simple. Actually, now that I think about it, I think I did just buy it from the fishmonger over by the other place. So yes, I did catch this one. This Plumplicious trout can testify that. Continue to apply lessons I've taught you, and before you know it, you'll be swimming in fish. Doesn't that sound appetizing? Question mark, question mark? I don't know. I'm actually not much of a fan of, kind of a cool colored sword. I'm actually not much of a fan of, like, catfish. I think it tastes a bit oily. Too oily. I'm not much of a fan of, well, the catfish has to be done correctly. It's rare that I like catfish. Why do I keep getting a bastard sword back? Okay, finally. Like, I kept getting another sword within another sword with another. What is this? The Russian doll thing? Every fish has silver lining. Don't taste very oily or fishing. I could understand that. There's another fish that's kind of on the tip of my tongue. I can't quite. What's the name of it? That I don't like the taste of because it hits a too fishy kind of taste, which is saying something since I like sushi. No, I like tilapia. I can't remember it offhand. Been thinking, Ishnai, now that you catch more fish than you can eat, it's time you learned about the art of fishmongering. Normally, customers purchase fish they've already caught, but a certain Chichirun sailor has a penchant for fishermen. Unfortunately, the fishermen, usually full of orders, have all somewhat ironically gone fishing. So I turn to you, Ishnai. Some of the best sushi I had was also from a family-run business that got shut down during the pandemic. I went there for so many years. Oh my god. Get to over there and at least listen to him. They had the best crunchy rolls I've ever had of sushi crunchy rolls and all this other stuff. Actually all their sushi was amazing. And their salad dressing was also amazing. Chichirun, the sailor, sails the seas. You, the fisherwoman, fish the fish. Looking its lookout, Chichirun spots in waters, jumping silverfish, flashes, silver flashes. Chichirun wishes to taste silverfish taste. Chichirun pay good silver, he fish 5 good silverfish. Well, one of the things you will not realize is, Alabama has a, okay, my mind's having a moment. Has the largest inward seaport in America. So all the way up in northern Alabama is a place called Decatur and Marshall Shoals and all this other stuff. So we get good fresh fish. So, it's the last part of the Tennessee River that is deep enough for big barges to come up through. So that probably helps with the good sushi part of things. And also makes it a bit cheaper than I guess it would be other places. Well, Chichirun has a way with words, doesn't he? And most of the beastmen have unique ways with words. Unfortunately, his way appears to be repeating the word silverfish. One of the most experienced fishermen would be able to decipher that nonsense. That's a job for Waluigi. Okay, I have to read this aloud. I'm sorry, I see this here in the thing. Come join Only Moogles. We are a small 18 plus FC, not intent on becoming large, so we can stay a tight-knit group. Send me a towel for more information or submit an app. Free palm pics. It's creative. The name is very creative. I'm just gonna go curl up in a corner for thinking of Moogles in that form. At all. Waluigi, since I'm busy doing his job, rest assured he may lack in sense. He makes for up in nonsense. Ha! Same as me. Same as me. I lack in sense, but I make sure I, you know, fill the rest up with nonsense. I mean, I can say Koopa very cutely, but that doesn't mean that, amplifies Moogles do it for me. Nope. Nope. Nope! Since when is it civil to sneak up and scare your seniors? I suddenly suspect, CC Poo sent you to slit my stomach. Gotta get the... I promise someday I will learn how to say ara ara in the correct way that makes it actually sound sexual and sensual and all this other stuff. But my ara ara isn't quite breathy enough, apparently. Ara ara. That woman's well aware of my weakness. If she's gonna shout about the way I shove down shrimp, she should know better than leave them showing on the shelf. Or is that not why you're here? I can remember fresh shrimp. Oh my goodness, it's so good. Yeah, fox ears, true. I don't know, Yai Miko Aras. Setting table settings aside, I bet you shells to shellfish know what the and spied. If the Silver sauntered while skimming the sea, I'd say certain he saw a navigator's dagger. Daggers don't lend themselves to Lumsian's likings, but the settlers of the southerly isles stir them into soup stock. Well, apparently my ex and all the others said I didn't do it very well, so... You can find them by the brewer's beacon. Snaring one is slippery slide for starters, but flitting a flicker of the fist for a fisherman with a gull's eyes like you have. Now the daggers are drawn to decoys that dangle, so do yourself a favor and fetch some rat's tails for them to flash their fins at. Making sure to keep up with the time. How exactly do you think I'd do an I guess like that. Doesn't that having the in there doesn't quite kind of weird because you start getting rid of vowels and I forgot what I was doing. My Aras made me forget what I was doing. Oh, we're looking for a rat tail. And Brewer's Beacon. Oh no. Yeah, I know, right? Yare. Could do that too. I'm having to pay close attention to the time just to make sure. Wrong thing. Undiscovered fishing hole. So many jokes, so little time. Shut up, fucking mind. Is it a mod? Or I can just put it on my cell phone. Tiger cod. Sure. Why don't I just, for shits and giggles, since I already have at 1050. Wonder mail over there. Ah, fuck, wrong button. Not what I was looking for. Garland Bell? Let me Garland Bell tools. Okay. It's like it knows or something. What? I've received an award for Square Enix's XP meals boost. Did I set that up for anything? Sorry, I was distracted. It's popped up on my thing, and I'm in Fema, and I am nothing if not, you know, easily distracted. I'm supposed to mooch with these, aren't I? Or not? I didn't pay attention, or I did, but I didn't at the same time. Wrong button! Fuck! Well, it does say that I can also get it at the Marbury dry docks, and I can use a versatile lure there if I run out for being stupid. I'm moving this over here so I don't accidentally hit when I tab back in and I'm not looking where my fingers are. Seriously, game? That is interesting. The thin tail of a rat, often carried by young Lullafellian boys as a good luck charm. How? Am I doing it the wrong direction? Why would you do either, though? I mean, I guess the good luck would be if you're being chased by something that's very, very hungry, you can throw it down and it might be distracted by it. I did pick the right one. Counts as coastlines, but does it count for... Curiosity. What is considered... Okay, that's considered under... How do they consider areas on this? That is officially Brewers Weekend. Okay, so I was using... Fuck. So it's very, very peculiar. Oh, it says that what the fishing hole is considered. The location, what it's saying. One of them was saying coast, but one of them was not considered a part of Brewers Beacons. It was... like fishing from... I'm gonna show you something real quick. After I grab some more of these. Just to be safe. If I fish from this location here, down there, it is considered different than fishing in the same location. Well, let me... get over here real quick. Fishing here, even though that technically is a same place that I could fish, is considered different from fishing at the actual fishing guild. Those are considered two different areas. See, lower decks, upper decks. See, that's considered that area there. Which is kind of annoying. So apparently, Brewers Beacon is considered that, just that area, and I have to be in a certain location for it to count. Yeah, wrong thing, not will. I wonder if they have, you know, an alcohol problem. One of them's called ale port, the other one's called wine port. And it's like, Hydrate, yeah. Hydrate when I get there, and of course, as soon as, like, I take a drink, it's gonna, like, I cast my lore, take a drink, and then everything unloads. Yeah, I think Poor Choice's port would be more of the docks that are, within those ports. Poor Choice Pier 1, Poor Choice Pier 2. Tequila. There we go. I'm waiting. mean, we already have cactar. Could just be a cactar stuff. Fun game. I wanna... What do you get? I'm quite sure a fan has probably made something like that. I would not put it past. Oh, the old fairy launcher things? You mean... I am picturing it right now, actually. Busting your face open by accident because you do it wrong. It's a good training exercise. Not saying because I didn't, you know, do anything like that. No, never. Though, mind you, it flew at me when I released it, so... We're talking about the wings ones. One more. Okay, come on. There we go. Yum. You catch 5 fish catch for Chicharun? The shine, the smelly smell. Cannot wait to taste. Well, it looks like we found your fish you were after. You find. Maybe Chichirun season with season, or smoke with smoke, or maybe grill on grill. Many cooking options for cook. My, you certainly put a great deal of thought into this. Haha, Chichirun gifted to feast on feast gift, but Chichirun regard you with Chichirun's best regards. We're very grateful for your patronage, Chichirun. Please see him out when you return here afterwards. We have more to discuss. Phew! I'm glad you're here. You were here to handle that sudden request. So many of these freeloading fishermen can't bother to stay ashore for more than a day at a time. You, on the other hand, have proven far more reliable. Really? Because I'm about to go off and do a whole bunch of thousands of other things. I can think of one crone who would agree. Now that you've seen how rewarding fishmongering can be, I didn't fishmonger, though. I hope you take the initiative to try it yourself. I didn't fishmonger, though. Sure! I Whee! Probably should, you know, head over to that general direction. Selling? Probably should mend too. Alright, it's already 32. Let's see if I happen to get it up. Making our way down here. Good timing. Woo. Starts again in 9 minutes. Okay. Complete the quest Stormblood. Okay. Arrows nutrients for luring large fish, medium-sized fish. Nope. Use only for ocean fishing. Hey, I have enough of those. I can switch them out. I need to start sending them, well, getting them set up to start sending out on adventures. Anyways. Now we go back. And I guess one of the entertainment things we can do is, I don't know, find something to read aloud, something interesting that maybe science, maybe not, huh? $6 minutes. No, everybody has minions, but I don't have the minion I want yet. Yeah. Hmm. Oh, I haven't said anything, I'm just looking at things. Hi here! Just being distracted, you know. Nope, nope. We are waiting around to go fishing. Fishing, fishing, fishing. We are about to do my first ocean fishing expedition. Whoa! I'm betting it's just as entertaining as you think, and that it's not. The other place I need to do the rogue stuff while after I finish this. At least very pretty. Okay. Is there any uh penalty if you have to leave? Being AFK'd out? Okay. Okay. Well, is it considered, since it's an instance, kind of like, leave the ocean thing? Because, you know, you get a penalty for leaving. Um, Lugworm. Okay, it's different from a ragworm. Okay. Okay. Two minutes. I like to overdo sometimes. And if I'm going to be doing this a bit more than usual. Anyway. Oh, it's for the XP. I can understand doing something for XP reasons or achievement reasons. Okay, it says players who abandon ocean fishing prior to completion will not receive any awards. And I won't be getting any scripts until I reach level 50, so... Register the board. This scene cannot be skipped. Damn! Biology adjacent. Oh, I'm the lowest on here. Ah. I don't have intuition, ragworm. Much as possible. Is it better just to desense the stuff we get off this? Or just one? Yeah, it's better than that, huh? God damn it. Metallic box fish? Eh. If I get my, decents enough up when I'm doing that for, fishing in the diadem, means I can get more materials for the other things I work on, I guess. I'm not really hurting for money. Look, creative people have walked up and given me money. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't feel like I've earned this at all. They saw me as a new player and went, hey, why don't I give you a good chunk of money? I'm like sitting there going, thank you, but I feel bad now. But thank you. And this, some of this was off stream. Oh, that reminds me. I need to go. I forgot to go buy the cacti jackpot thing, I think. I'm gonna wait long enough to do a patience one. Wrong button. Yeah, I'm kind of not a part of an FC, so... I just want to be left alone when I play this game. I'm not antisocial. Yes, it is a multiplayer game. Spectral butterfly. Cool? Question mark? What am I? I am on a Excalibur. Look, the thing is, I have mentioned before that I played this game a long time ago with a group of people who were very bad in the sense of many different ways, but the key of the matter was they wanted to play the game one way and they wanted everybody else to play it that way, and I'm kind of not wanting to feel obliged to do this kind of stuff, like rating, like high tier progression rating and all this other stuff. Just ragworm. I also don't want to cause any problems with the fact that I'm a streamer and play this game either, so any drama goes. Because being a streamer, not everybody wants to be involved in your streams, you know, kind of thing. And I find that fair. I guess you can mute, like, the, tabs and stuff, but, it kind of... Cancel arch fishing with a goldstone? What the... Missed your chance to mooch. It's fine. I'm doing fine. Stop game. Fine, I'll mooch. That's what you want me to do, game? I'll do it. The fuck is this? The fuck is this? What is this? I don't know. Sometimes crabs are cool. Spectral current? What's that? I don't know what's happening. I think I'm good. I don't know what's happening. Everything's rainbow. This isn't Pinnacone where we're throwing up rainbows from Soul Glad or something. Good comment. I kind of noticed that. It's kind of amazing. Do I have to complete the voyage missions, or is that just for me to get extra points? Okay. Okay. I'm not stuck on a boat with a bunch of crazy people. No, never. It's hilarious to see where my animation is on other people's things. Thalic crab. Thalic lick. Gloomy place. Well. Oh god, it's a true scad. I'm not a true scad! I dropped out! I'm going to a corner now for making that joke. Not a true scat at all. That's supposed to be probably thinning populations. What? Hit the wrong thing. Exterminator, exterminate! No, I'm not gonna stop making references to other things while I'm bored doing this. New species everywhere! Ba, 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 ba. Ba, ba. I don't know why. I guess the reasoning behind every 2 hours kind of thing. Or is it like 1 hour for one thing and 1 hour for the other, since the other one's the storm one? Star Destroyers. Okay. Salad crab. I'm probably not gonna get all the crabs, but I've got at least 2 of them. Star of the Destroyer! It's a pretty blue color, too. Damn it. Missions during ocean. Yeah, with the lower ones. Go figure. No, that's actually kind of relaxing on its own. Might keep this one to a few of them to put in canvases. Okay. If I ever decide to get a place. Bit of desensing. Desensing. Alright. After this, we're gonna go, do the rogue stuff, because I think I'm pretty low on that one. Like I said, I'm going through all the classes that I can, as long as I can stand going through them, because some of them are, It's interesting, some of them, when desensitizing them all, will give back fish tackle. This is slow going. I just sell them just because I'm lazy for this. I have shit to do! And not do, and all that jazz. Alright. Rogue.